Nomadic Fanatics finding out that we were right about the difficulty and the expense of having this bus. That's right. We're going to talk about it, but first let's talk about Bunny. We'll get caught up on some other folks. Bunny, she did her first little trip in the shuttle. Very nice spot. It's right by a lake. Pretty cool little spot. Seems like everything is doing well. She may find a couple little things that she may want to tweak or fix or do something, but for now, looks like everything is A-okay. So yeah, Bunny got her first little trip under her belt. She got a friend there camping with her. I thought it was going to be Riley the first time, but I guess not. I guess her and Riley will go on another one. I know that they have a plan. But yeah, so far, so good with Bunny and her shuttle. All right, let's talk about Dee from Lady Bugout. All right, Dee's talking about living in small spaces, and she was like, "Is your space too small? Is your small space too small?" And then no, she says, "Look, all you gotta do is you gotta set up some zones, and you gotta, make sure that your small space is functional and basically clutter free too. That's the big thing." And because once you start cluttering things up and making a mess and, not being organized, then your small space is even worse. But yeah, the zones. She says you should have a little daily function zone and then a little storage zone. And then the most important one, kind of just touched about, is empty space. So leave some spots empty to move around in. And what I like to call, I've been calling it for years, I call it flat surface syndrome, which means there's a flat surface. Well, let's put something on it. And here, I got keys, I got a book, I got papers. If there's a flat surface, you got to throw something on it. Leave some empty flat surfaces, leave some open space. Even though you have a small space, you can still have open and empty spaces. So if you want to learn more, go on over and check out Dee. All right, now, Nomadic Fanatic.
Who the fuck is Nomadic Fanatic?
You know.
You see that little check mark?
But anyway, I just wanted to say that my first video that I put out, it came out, I was probably just finishing up filming it when Tater put his video out. Because, as you know, I'm not a point, shoot, and upload kind of guy. I actually take my time and I do edit, and it does take me a little bit longer since I am visually impaired. Takes me a little bit longer to do things, but anyway, I just don't point, shoot, upload. So at the time I didn't watch that video because it wasn't out yet when I filmed my first one today. And all I knew was that he had his glasses, but now we know all about, his bus issues. Yeah, so in Tater's latest video, we find out that yes, the happy couple, even though they are engaged, Tater has his own room. That's right. He has his own little bed, his own little room. He's got pictures of the kitties, and he has a little window that the cats out there on their little room, they can come in and out. So yes, Tater has his own room. He's not too worried about not having his bus because, he's doing okay. And then, yes, we find out, like I said, he had his glasses, but yeah, Tater teaches us all about bifocals.
These are bifocals. These are prescription bifocals. I forget my numbers, but up here is for long distance, and then down here, a little square for bifocals, so I don't have to take them off. Anytime I want to read my phone, I just kind of go like this. And actually, it works. It's so amazing, guys. I
am so glad that I watched this video because, hey, all these years, bifocals, who knew? And yes, I'm being sarcastic. I know what bifocals are. I figured everybody knew what bifocals were. Plus, the old ones with the lines, that's old school stuff. We don't have lines in our bifocals anymore. But yeah, I haven't worn bifocals in a while. Since I had that, cataract surgery, the new lens that's in there, I don't have to, I just still need to wear reading glasses. Well, and the sunglasses are for my other issues. But anyhow, back to the Tater. now that we know all about bifocals and how they work. So the Tater starts talking about the bus. That's right, the old bus. It's at Cummins. And he dropped that off at Cummins because he has his nice big bus and it has a Cummins engine because, So he took it to a Cummins dealer. So an actual Cummins technician. But yeah, he's got some news. Got some good news coming. And it is that, all the stock hoses, they don't have them. They're not available. And look, I've been saying this since day one, and since all this schooly shit comes about, I keep talking about schoolies. Unless you are mechanically inclined and know how to do shit, a schoolie is not the thing to have, because they make these buses, they run these buses for years, and then they're done. They don't make them anymore. They don't make the parts anymore. They're done. And with this schoolie craze, the junkyards and everything are pit clean. You're not going to be able to just go. So you need to know shit. But anyway, his stock hoses can't get. Now, he was given an option about these silicone hoses, which, the rubber ones, they were bad enough to replace them all. But they said his cooling system is pretty much, it needs an overhaul big time. But anyway, they said that they gave him a quote of $3,600 for the hoses and this other stuff that needed to be done. And so that was early in the day. Tater was not happy about that, but hey, what are you going to do? So he went about his business and talked about he's on the motorcycle and his 360 camera broke and fell, and so he went and bought a new one. So again, we're kind of keeping tally, even though earlier I was, that lady said that his finances are nobody's business, but we're still keeping track anyway, because again, he can't afford to go to the doctor and he wants a public defender, but yet he just went to Disney, spent a whole bunch of money. He just got a quote for $3,600 to fix his bus. He just bought a brand new 360 camera. He just got his glasses. So we're doing a running tab, but that's not all. That $3,600, that's about half. Now, again, we all knew, all of you guys knew, you knew. We talked about it in the comments, and here, you guys knew as well as I did that this bus was going to cost some money. And when he dropped it off at a certified Cummins dealer, that it was going to be a big bill. And you guys knew it. We all knew it. So it pretty much, again, the whole cooling system it needs a revamped. All except the radiators, because the water pump isn't working right. The water pump housing, the thermostat housing, and all the hoses and all kinds of other shit. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but $6,241, and it's going to take at least 2 weeks to get the gaudy bus all put back and running. So I said it before that when they pulled the thermostat housing off and put the new thermostat in and then just bolted the thermostat housing back on, they didn't look at it. They didn't clean it. They didn't do nothing. And right there, the thermostat housing that they fucked with, didn't look at it because it needs replaced. That hose that was on that housing, that little elbow, that's the one that cracked and broke. They didn't check on any of that. So all this nickel and dime stuff, like I said, sometimes going the cheapest way isn't always the cheapest way in the long run. Now, is it? So Tater's he's got some money to be shelling out, and he's still avoiding the issue of, his upcoming court date. And he said Diana's out taking a walk, and he likes to go ride the motorcycle and do other things to clear their heads and, make all their little troubles go away and forget about life and the upcoming date that he has to attend. So that's the little catch up that I missed because, like I said, I'm not a point shoot and upload kind of guy. I actually do my editing and stuff. So right as I was done Tater put out a video, so we had to come back on here and do the update on that. So I guess I will end it with a little comment thing, not the comment of the day, but there's a goofball. I think his days are kind of numbered. I was letting him go. He's on here commenting in my comment section. He's just running his mouth, but he comes back a lot. And then people do, so there's a nice long thread. And it's good for the algorithm because he is kind of a pain in the ass. But he's starting to work on people's nerves, and he's starting to get on my nerves. But so his days are numbered. He might just have to go.
You're out.
But I just thought one of his comments was that he was I'm this and that, and Tater's great and whatever. But I'm losing my hair. wait. I'm losing all my hair. So not only is this guy just annoying, I think he's a little touched in the head. I think he's a little bit off. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Losing my hair? Yeah. Oh my God. The people you have to deal with when you're on YouTube, man, there's no shortage of fucktards. Is there?
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.